Hello, hello. How does it go? Bunny Love 444. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to all my subscribers who show me love and support. Thank you, thank you. It is Fantastic Friday, and we have a fantastic message because, yes, healing is the hardest, right? And it's something that one should not fear. Um, is it painful? Yes. But hello, hello. Nice to see you, Shane. Thank you for stopping in. So, healing is one of the hardest things that people have a hard time doing. And it's the healing from whether it's from relationships, losing somebody, friendships, but it's about taking accountability. So, today we're going to go into knowing and understanding that God says when you become friends with the discomfort, that means that you're healing. Because in order to become friends with the discomfort means you have to face the healing that needs to occur in order to move forward. Um, I have Archangel Shamil coming in saying, it's time to come to a new level. And when he's talking about a new level, it means the archangels are here trying to help you come to new levels and new heights within self. Okay. And that's the greatest part because a lot of people who you've come in contact with throughout your life, they, you know, they have things that transpire in their life as well as you. The thing is not everybody wants to take accountability for their part or for their placement in how that hurt or that betrayal or that pain or that suffering or sorrow or abandonment issues or the physical pain has all taken place. And we need more people to step up and take accountability for their portion of it. Because it doesn't make you weak when you say, I'm sorry. It means that you have a genuine, loving, generous heart and soul and mind to be able to say sorry for, however you have hurt somebody or something that you have done wrong. So, healing is a very important key in repenting to our Father and to be able to have that generous heart to move forward, right? Not a lot of people want to face that. A lot of people fear it because they fear, oh, it may discredit my image, or it may sabotage me, or I may not be the cool kid, or whatever it may be. But God is saying, no, it doesn't matter what people say. If you heal and you do your part, you're going to get all the blessings that are meant for you. Okay. It's when you don't heal is when you get stuck and stagnant. That's when you get bound and constrained and held back. Right. So God says it's time for people to understand that healing is essential. Healing is part of it. And that's why the flower that you see on this video today is the lotus flower, because this shows your true strength of being able to face them demons, to be able to face them hurts and them pains, and know that it's okay. It's okay. A lot of us go through this, but a lot of us feel completely alone going through these hurt and pains and not understanding how to deal with these emotions. And some people want to seek professional help. Okay. I'm not a licensed physician to be a psychiatrist, but God gives me the messages. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Yes, sweetheart, we save about the last 30 minutes for questions. So if you want to hang in there, that's great, because we take the last 30 minutes and be able to do the questions and answers and get people their information that they're looking for. And the only reason why I do it like that is because God comes first when he gives the message. So I hope you understand, sweetheart, but I will answer your questions. You can put them in there because I will go back and I will read and answer and respond to them. But when it comes to the healing, a lot of people are alone. A lot of people travel their life alone. A lot of people feel like they're fighting it alone. A lot of people feel like they're misunderstood and not really understood when it comes to people understanding where they're coming from. And that's because everybody has their own version or perception of the way the situation happens, right? But God always says it's your side, their side, and God sees the truth. Okay, sweetheart. I'm here with you. I'm here with you, and I'm gonna help, do what I can for you. And like I said, we'll get the messages and everything here. Um, it's important to know that you are not alone. None of you are alone. Okay. I've been in that situation and I know, but God is saying when we come to the greater understanding about knowing that healing is okay and it's okay to take accountability for the things that you have done, that is coming into your better version of who you are. Okay. Um, when people are struggling, when it comes through the hurt and pains of losing somebody, okay, nobody but you and God can feel that ultimate pain of losing that loved one. Okay? People can relate to you, yes. They can listen to your story, and the ones that are gifted from God can help give you information. But God wants people to also understand that when you go and heal yourself, that is showing your true warriorism of the warrior that you are when you can go in there and heal them broken hearts, them the memories, because some of us, this is a channel where we embrace everybody. We're not here to judge anybody. We are all imperfectly perfect, flaws and all, and that's what makes us unique because we have traveled our journey, and I can say with me, like God is saying, be the testimony, be the example. The thing is I have been through many hurts and pains, and God made it that way in my on my journey so that when I came out to you guys and was the messenger, because I've been doing this since I was little, but everybody wanted to classify me as having, some type of mental disorder or not being all there. And that's not right. That's not right. They're judging us, not understanding where our hurt and pain comes from. Okay. Because deep down, they have things that need to be healed too. And they don't want to touch it. They don't want to dig deep down into it. But some of the things that I have endured on my path, I know a lot of you as we talk about this on my channel, because to me, this is a very intimate healing channel, getting the messages from God, having that greater understanding of what He wants us to do to come into our better version. Um, when the divine realms come in and the astral realms come in and the Pleiades come in and the Lemurians and the archangels and all of them start coming in, they play a significant part. And I had a gentleman tell me this was, I want to say it was last Thursday, but I may be wrong. It may have been Friday. I'd have to go back and look for sure. But I had a gentleman tell me, why don't you come back down to earth and be real and deal with the physical plane? And I said, I've been dealing with that, but I didn't even go into him with him. I turned the other cheek because God said, turn the other cheek. It's He's coming at you because there's things in his life that needs to be healed. And so I have that great understanding. And the people who are struggling, the people are hurting, the people are having massive pain, having the loss of people, broken hearts. I can tell you that people don't know the depths and the levels. And that's why I have the lotus as my flower today, because you guys are the warriors of being here, being able to be strong, to hear the messages from God, to understand what He wants us to work at. Because the more that the people that are with me, supporting me, and loving me of the messages that come out from God, they're truly divinely from God. And the more energy that you guys come in and we base it like a family, it's like a family you've never had, right? But God says the more energy, this is where we can put it elsewhere and start getting real in-depth messages of things that may be buried down as children. That would be amazing. I got the Doritos, and I'm not joking on you like that, but I said I got the Doritos because we need something to be able to eat to keep our energy, right? And it's not a joking matter, but what I'm saying is we are in all different timelines on our journey. All of us are healing at different levels. And when it comes to that, that's where I have a deeper understanding in that healing level, because it was just me and God against the world, me going through my healing stuff and going through my situation. And the people who I thought really cared about me, they showed, and God, like he said, that he showed the ones who are untrue. Um, but he revealed them. And it broke my heart because these are people I've known for 30 some years. And I thought, hey, I thought they were going to be with me, that they were here. Um, but you come to find out, like God is saying, as you're healing, you're going to see who truly stands by you and who doesn't. And if them people walk away, it's because they were in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And you need to find out that reason why they were there. Were you to help them? Were you to show them the light somewhere? Were you to flip on that light switch in their heart to give them some type of compassion, generosity, greater understanding? Or were they there for the season of many different events? And I spoke about this in another video. God briefly touched on it, but he's bringing it back into this video for the newcomers that are the soul family and need that understanding. But when they come into your life for a season, there's going to be many events that play out on your journey. And them events that play out are to show you what you need to grow about you, okay? And what they need to grow about them. It's almost the same as the reason why they're in your life, but that's a brief, quick, explanation of what God wants them to work on. Because some people, they deter away from it. They don't want to do it. But when God brings you in for a season and you're with that person and you're learning new things, your vibration is high, you're getting that wisdom and that knowledge, because God works through certain people to give you that knowledge and that wisdom, okay? Whether it's ancient wisdom and knowledge, whether, it's the knowledge that he wants you to have at that particular time for your healing, to give you an epiphany, so that the way that you perceive things, you can perceive it, open up to it. And there's the ones that are there for the lifetime. And I can tell you, from my heart, mind, and soul, from God and me in oneness, I'm here for a lifetime. And when I say that, anybody who writes me, and anybody who knows this, anybody who writes me, I respond back to you. I take individually, each individual as a person underneath my wing, because why? God's within me and he opens the wings and we protect and we give what we need to give, so that there's more healing in the world, there's more understanding. God says, you know what? It's going to be a battle, but it's a battle that he is doing with me, and he knows that I can stand for it. But anybody who has come in contact with me knows that when you message out, I treat everybody that is here as my soul tribe, that I call you my brothers and sisters. That is my soul tribe. I interact when you reach out to me. I interact with you like we've known each other for many lifetimes, right? Because God says, you are the key that will hand them their golden key of abundance to open their treasure that they have been lacking and waiting for a very long time. And that doesn't make me better than anybody. I will never claim to be better than anybody. I am God's messenger. I am his prophet, and I am the one that walks on this earth to be able to give these messages. And the people that don't like it, that's okay. I can withstand their criticism, because I am that generous, loving place. And I don't have to defend who I am, because God knows, because he chose me to be it. So when somebody tells me, when, because I had a woman say this to me, and this was yesterday. She says, you're the chosen one, but what you think is beautiful, God think is ugly. That's not right. God says, my child, I didn't pick you, not meaning me, but this is what he's telling me. He said, I did not pick you to be a minister, to go in and criticize people and judge people. So God's showing me different things as well. And he's even wanted me to bring it forward, about if there's something to stand up for, I am the one to stand up for it. Because when God says do something, I do it. It doesn't mean that, um, okay, Father, yeah, I'll say it to him just like I'm thinking. Okay, so he said, well, tell him about the fact that people go around and they want to ridicule you and belittle you because you believe in our Father, but his testimonies has touched your lives in one way or another. He's saved the lives. He's given a second chance. He's healed you when you couldn't heal yourself, is what I'm hearing. Um, some of the thoughts, some of the things, the motions, that they won't let me talk about here on YouTube. And God is just like, you know what? Listen, I need you to give these messages. People should not be hurting their temple. This is your temple. This is your energetic vessel. And too many people are hurting their energetic vessel, but in return, they're not wanting to heal that energetic vessel. And that's where we need to balance it out, put it on an even kill when it comes in there to balancing it out, because it's important. Healing is essential. That is one of the biggest. God's top one is unconditional love. Now, people sit there and say, oh, well, unconditional love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear that. Love, love, love. No, there's 5 types of love. Okay. And it's up to you to open up these different levels to have the greater understanding what these 5 different loves are. Okay. A lot of people, excuse me, a lot of people don't understand when it comes to love. It's more than just being intimate with somebody. It's more than saying them 3 words to somebody. You say them 3 words, but your heart and soul has to mean that. Your heart and soul has to show up. Your heart and soul has to be there for that person. Your heart and soul has to care for that person. Your heart and soul has to be loyal to that person. It has to be honest to that person. It has to be faithful to that person. In order to do that, a lot of people, they say, oh, I love you. And I look and I just go like this. And God says, ask them. I know you want to ask them. Ask them. And so I'll say, do you really love me? And they say, oh, now you're insecure. No, because there's 5 different types of love. Okay. And he's telling me that I can't go in depth on that right now until he gives us more of the teaching and the understanding of what he's wanting all of you to know. And then he said, I can open up the 5 different loves with the 10 golden keys of abundance for you as the beautiful angelic being, so that you're not alone. Okay. So now that I've channeled the message from God, now we're going to go over here and we're going to see what the archangels want to add in there, because some of you are ascending to higher levels of spirituality. Okay. And when I say spirituality, this is, yes, this is where God wants me to come in. Now listen, he is saying, when it comes to the categorizations of the different religions, when you speak of spirituality, you're meaning all religions. That means Catholic, Lutheran, Jehovah, um, Hindu, Buddhism, all of them. And why? He said spirituality is because he embraces all of them. He has been humiliated by his own people, but the thing is he's opened arms to everyone. And that's why he refers us to a bouquet of flowers. We come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes, but we are nurtured, we are loved, and we are cared for by the same Father. The same Father who watches over us all the time, the same Father that protects us, the same Father that gives us the intuition of, hey, don't go that way today. Don't go that way today. This is not your day. This is not your day. And I don't want you to go that way, my child, because something bad's going to happen. So he detours you to take a different route home, or he detours you to take a different roundabout way. He's protecting you. Every step of the way, he's protecting you. And when we lose somebody, we think that he's punishing us. And he wants people to have the greater understanding is you only lost them in this physical 3D. Spiritually, they are fully functional and they are on the other realm, having a whole new life, a whole new beginning. They don't feel no pain. They don't feel all the hurt. And when when God and I were talking about this, this woman came in. She said, "Excuse me, can I give you a message?" And Father went like this to her. I said, "By all means, give her the message." And this woman come in and said, "I need you, please, to be able to explain to my daughter, don't sit around and be depressed. You're killing my spirit." Okay. And this is what this woman said: "You're killing my spirit by being depressed. I understand that I'm not there physically to hold you and to hug you and kiss you on the cheek and tell you I love you and play with your hair and have our late night talks." But she's saying, can you make sure that they understand the more that they stay down about us loved ones being gone, the more you block off their spiritual communication. So in order to do that, they need you to heal and embrace and celebrate their life on everything that they've taught you, everything that you learned from, all the rights and wrongs, all the unique skills, all the beautiful qualities. And I've got the goosebumps right now because she just come in and she just goes, "I just love you," and she's hugging and squeezing me and saying, "I just love you," because she says, "You're giving the message." And our Father is standing there just smiling, smiling because they understand the more that because I can say I did it too. I I'm guilty. I'm guilty on that one. I did that when I lost my grandmother, who I was very close with. And this was 30 years ago. Okay. She would be 114 right now. Okay. Um, but the thing is when I lost her, I understand. I felt that pain. I was angry. I was rebellious and I slid backwards and I stopped trusting and believing in our Father because I was like, the only woman that took the time to love, care, and nurture me here in the physical 3D, you took her away to another realm to start a whole new mission. I was hurt. I was hurt. And I had that greater understanding. Sorry. I had that greater understanding even at that time. But it does hurt. It does hurt because you miss their giggles, you miss their little jokes, you miss the way they cooked the food, you miss the way that they nurtured you and that they were always there. And no matter what happened in your life, it could be 2, 3, 5 in the morning, and you would be hurting. And you go over and you knock on their door, they open it right up, right? And they love you so much that they say, "Come sit down, tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong." And they were always there for you. In order for their spirit to stay strong, we here on this 3D playground called Earth, in this Earth matrix that we live in right here in the physical 3D, We have to heal ourselves so that they can stay strong, so that their presence can come through. Because, you know, when I have channeled for a couple of people, um, I think this was 2020, I think it was. They're like, "Can you channel for me?" And I said, "Yeah, they're coming through, but the thing is they're very faint." And when they're very faint in the distance of the multidimensionals, it's because they're not healing. They're not celebrating that person's life of all the things, all the beautiful things that they taught them, all the gifts and talents that they helped you pull out of who you are as that unique individual. And that's very important because believe it or not, we are energetic vessels. And if you stay down in the negative, it makes their spirit start to diminish, almost like how you see the stars in the galaxy. Or let's they want me to use the analogy of Pluto. Look at Pluto. They took it off the planetary system. Why? Because they were using all the things for knowledge and understanding that the gases and everything that they've taken, it diminished it to the point where it started shrinking, right? Why? Because they wanted to take to get more knowledge and not realizing that they're the ones that did this to the planet to take it off the solar system. A lot of people don't understand that, but God's saying this is what's been happening. These events that are happening are because when people stop believing, it's like it goes down. When people start being too greedy and selfish and take away from things, it goes down. So that's the one thing. Hello, sweetheart. Welcome, welcome to all of you. So when we're not putting the effort into healing ourselves, when we're not putting the effort in to celebrating their life, yes, like I said, it is painful. It's heartbreaking to know that physically they're not there. But this is where it's important for their spirit to live on and be strong and to be able to communicate so that when you fully awaken to your gifts and you fully open up to your gifts, it's like they never left because they will be able to communicate to you as well. It's not certain people have this gift. It's God says everybody has this gift. It's are you going to open to your gift or are you going to let your gift fly by you? Okay? So to get them answers, we need to transform the fact when you lose somebody, instead of being down and negative and, oh, I could have done this or I should have done that or would have, could have, would have. God says, no, I have their divine plan. I have their divine plan, just like He has all of our divine plan. But in order to keep their spirit strong and thriving and glowing and being connected to you, you need to raise your vibrations. You need to heal. So I wanted to put that in there and let you guys know that that's what God was talking about. We're talking about the healing, how it's very significant to heal not only from your loved ones being gone, having that greater understanding that they're only physically gone from this earth matrix. Okay. And God says it's earth matrix because when He sends them to another realm, you've all had many past lives, whether you want to believe it or not, because there's certain gifts, talents, and trades and everything that you come out with, like all your life, for example, He's saying, like, all your life, you've been doing things a certain way. And you finally step out of your comfort zone and you try something and you're like, whoa, this is meant for me. It was always meant for you. You just finally discovered it. And that's what God's talking about, all these little treasures that you open up, that you find as you're journeying through your journey with Him, is having that greater understanding. So now let's see. what the archangels want to say here. We'll give 4 shuffles for the stability of the greater understanding that all of you have 3 guardian angels. I've gotten that message too, sweetheart. I've gotten that message too. One more shuffle, and we'll see what the archangels have to say. And as you see, it's the lotus, right? Okay, well, we'll get to that here soon, sweetheart. All right, what does the archangels have to say, Father? I need it to flip or fly so that we know that it's for the collective message of what you were talking about with the healing. Thank you. Archangel Samuel, excuse me, this is Samuel. Because Samuel is the one that talks about choose harmonious responses, the way you respond to people. He's the one that has that fire and that passion to be deeply rooted and grounded. And also the cherry blossoms, okay, the cherry blossoms. But he's got the bull, the bull. And what he's showing me is that's the offerings, right? The offering is you need to choose harmonious responses the way you respond to people. You need to listen with an open heart, okay, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm also hearing you need to act with the wisdom and grace for the greater understanding. So let's see what else. See what other archangels I needed to flip or fly so we know it's for the collective. Thank you. Yes. Archangel Primlinkle, okay? I love it. See the change, the freedom and liberation, the greater understanding with God, everything coming from your heart space. This, oh, and the butterflies in there. So this goes along with Archangel Samuel. What I'm hearing is have the passion to do everything from your heart, to be conscious, to be aware, to cooperate with others for your highest good, for a greater understanding, to make the change and transformation so that we can take the light and pollinate it around, because us as humans, by word of mouth, getting the messages from God, we are like the bees, right? We're like pollinating, and it's touching certain people and it's opening up to other people about what's truly going on. So what else do we have, Father, please? What else do we have, please? Yeah, that freedom. That freedom and liberation. Thank you. See how that one flew over there by Primalinkle? Okay, Archangel Raphael. Ooh, yeah. This is that stable foundation. Okay. And this is the healing wand. And what I'm hearing with Archangel Michael is not only about that stable foundation. Ooh, you see that that snake here on his wand? Okay, that is the divine healing. Because when they show me the yellow snake, that is the divine emotional healing. And he wants you to be able to see with enlightened eyes, enlightened heart, enlightened soul, enlightened ears, so that you can be open to the abundance of having that stable foundation and that greater understanding. And when he shows me the bowl with him having the sage in the bowl and the juniper, God used to use juniper and myrrh a lot in the protections. And to have it back to back, where you have Primalinkle and Raphael, this is working together in them heart spaces. This is like the stability, because in your heart, he's saying in your heart, you have 4 chambers, right? You have 4 chambers in your heart, but you have many different, I don't know what you're trying to say. Okay. So you have 4 chambers in your heart, but he's saying that you have all these little tunnels, these tunnels that go to deeper depths to do other functions. He's saying that's what you need to dig into, because when you start putting it together that your body is functioning the way life functions, you have to see that's where it's very vital to take care of yourself. That's why it's very vital that God is saying, on the Sabbath day, which is Sunday, He's like, you have Monday through Saturday to do all the things that you need to do. But on the Sabbath day, He wants you to take Sunday as a day of rest, of creating good memories, of rejuvenating, resting and relaxing, nurturing your body, making sure that it's ready. Okay, what else do we have? Archangels. I need it to flip or fly so we know it's for the collective, please. What else do we need to know, Archangel, for the collectives? Anything else that you want us to know? Thank you. And that one stuck to me. Oh, wow. Okay, so Archangel Permalink is coming out very, very, very strong. And so is, whew, I'm telling you, when you have the fourth chakra, what this is telling me is that people need to have the passion. And I'm going to show you something on his necklace because I absolutely love it. Okay. And it's on all of his necklaces that he shows with his cloak. But with the heart chakra coming out 3 times, that's God saying that people need to heal their hearts. Okay. You need to heal your hearts. You need to become deeply rooted and grounded with God. And I'm going to show you. So on his necklace, you have 1111. And here is planting new seeds and having a greater understanding to the depths of our Father's magic is when you open up them ventricles and all them little secret chambers, because he says it's almost like the pyramids. They're discovering new secret chambers at the top of the pyramid that they've never investigated before. God says you have to do the same thing within your heart. Okay, so what this is talking about is Mother Earth Gaia. Mother Earth Gaia. So know that every time you see a cardinal, okay, whether it's bright red or it's a gray with a red head, they are telling you that is your crossed over loved one. Some of you that are on a higher spiritual journey, ooh, yes. Okay. Some of you that are on a spiritual higher journey, because we're all on different levels, right? And being on one of the highest, all the decoding and all the animal totems and everything, I know how to communicate with every one of them. And I showed it to a friend because she was like, there's no way. And when I communicated the messages that they were telling me and it pertained to her a breakup, she was like, okay, I believe you. I believe you. Okay. But what I'm hearing is, oops, sorry. All the animals with Mother Earth Gaia, God has created for a purpose on this earth. And the insects and the bugs and the animals and the water world and everything all play a significant purpose to God's divine plan. So when he says, step out and let nature soothe your soul, is because they're wanting you to get messages from your loved one. They want you to have that greater understanding, where society is trying to make it like you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, because you're out there, like with me, every morning. I go out there every morning. I will sit, I will do my meditation. I will say my good morning prayer to our Father. I will talk to the archangels, the ascended masters, and I will write down all the angel numbers and the numerology numbers that they are throwing at me, decode what they're saying, and I know exactly what I need to do for that day to make sure that everything goes perfect on my day, to where there is no complications, there is no heartache and pain, and you learn how to micromanage that. But it's about, God wants you to sit out with nature, because why? You are serving his kingdom. Okay? You are serving his creation. You are serving his beauty. And what more than pleases God? you praising him for the beautiful things and everything that he does for us, right? So in reality, when I say go sit out in nature, things are going to come to you more openly, and you're going to see exactly what he's talking about. So Archangel Hannah comes in, and it's funny because I was talking about the water worlds and everything else. Look at, there's the water worlds with the moon. There's the whales. It's about taking that deeper dive. It's about seek your soul's satisfaction. Stop messing around with this surface level, okay? You're not sitting on the shore anymore. You are taking a deep dive, and you're going in and you're seeking your soul's satisfaction. You're a fan and that flame of inner happiness, right? Because we started off with the passion, right? You started off with the passion, you got 4 heart cards, and now here comes the water world, because the ocean is all about the emotions, right? So it's time to take a deeper dive into that heart, God is saying. The archangels are coming through and confirming everything that I was saying to you about being able to take the steps and taking that deeper dive, right? And so when you see all these little bubbles that she's blowing through the wind, all the bubbles, these are the multidimensional realms. Look, watching over you, protecting you. Luna and God are right there with you. But it's, you need to seek that satisfaction in your soul. What makes you happy? How can it make you heal? How can it make you be the best version of you? That's what you need to start looking at. Okay, what else do we need to know, archangels? Because you're confirming everything that I said. And like I said, I am one who channels the message, and I only use these cards to show you what the angels are talking about. And that's why you will see all of mine are the oracle with the archangels and stuff, and the ascended masters. Okay, this is the serpian. She's the ambassador. She's the ambassador. Hold on. Father's showing me. Okay. All right. So she is the ambassador with your divine plans to follow our Father, to get his information and his guidance. This is like a sunflower, right? It's about planting the seeds, but it's also about the angelic protection. So what this one is saying, that with her being the ambassador of the earth, with Mother Earth Gaia, it's like you are that bridge to source. You are that bridge to God. You are that connection, as above as below. And when I say that, it's up in the heavens, here on earth. But it's like, and with all the green, I'm telling you, green green has always been my favorite color, you know, and it's because I have a generous heart. I have that very loving heart. But what is showing me tonight is everything that I've been saying. Oh, I don't want to knock that on the floor. Sorry. It's everything that I've been saying, because we have to build that bridge that so many have tore down to have that understanding. We need to bring back the understanding of God saying, you need to shine the light. You need to be able to be that bridge between the gaps that society has been blocking people off and not having that greater understanding. Shane, I have a moonstone. Hello, Paula. Okay, yep. We'll be answering here soon. All right, anything else, archangels, I needed to flip or fly so I know that it's for the collectives, please? Anything for the collectives here, Father, or archangels, to go with this message that you want to confirm, reiterate, or... Okay, thank you. Archangel Gabriel, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so when Archangel Gabriel comes in, look, you are that diamond. You are that light. You are a spiritual being, and you have a greater understanding in this life, right? Yeah. Because the thing is Archangel Gabriel represents the mind. It represents the air of changes, the winds of changes. She, Gabriel also Gabriel also represents the east. Okay, new dawn, new day. Gabriel also represents winter. Okay, so getting through the hard times, getting through the cold times, being that shimmering diamond that can express your creativity, not only speaking to God, but speaking out of the messages that are coming through. The lilies, I'm God's calling me back to the lilies because the lilies are the lily of the valley. Okay. And God is saying that He has created each and every one of you as a very unique gem. Okay. Anything else, Father? Anything else that we need to know, please, for the collectives? I need it to flip or fly so that they know it's for them and to go with this message. Is there anything else? Whoa, did you see that? Look, look, boink. Ain't that awesome? On my pointer finger. That's for the collectives. Okay. So, oh, this is my archangel, Archangel Razel. Okay. Archangel Razel, the knowledge, ancient wisdom and knowledge. Okay. And this is knowing that you seek, you ask, you shall receive. Okay. So, Archangel Razel has always been one of my archangels. Okay. And he always said, be the wise one. You are the wise one. God gifted you the wise one with the ancient wisdom and knowledge. He gave you that wisdom to be able to teach from what he's teaching you to put out to your brothers and sisters so that they have a greater understanding of what's supposed to be happening. This is to make that perfect balance in God's world. And that's why you see in the red and purple cloak is the fact that deeply rooted and grounded with God, walking in the existence with Christ, getting that knowledge, getting that understanding, and being able to push forward. That's beautiful. And underneath, he's got the green, full green shirt. Okay. And then we have Archangel Gersha. Gersha is beautiful because now this is going to bring you guys back to something because it's in here and he's wanting it to bring forward. He wants us as his children to create a solid foundation, right? A solid foundation. He wants us to serve the planet. He wants us to serve the world. He wants us to serve him. He wants us to walk in the righteousness with him, right? Okay, so now he's taking me and he's showing me with this over in England. Okay, this is very important because this is confirmation coming through of Stonehenge. Stonehenge. It is a very spiritual place, to where people go and take their items because they feel the testimony. They feel the energy that radiates from God in that sacred place. And it's about you being able to create that solid foundation in your spiritual journey, becoming closer to God so that you can heal, so that you can get the knowledge, so you can get the wisdom, so you can get the understanding. Okay? So now let's find out what his healing mantras. What do you need the collectives to know? Thank you. Okay. Discovering your happiness. You see that? You see how beautiful the realms are? Okay, these are the multi realms that are coming through. A lot of you said, oh, that doesn't look like it to me, but it is. It's the multi-dimensional realms coming through because this is a sacred portal because here is the mountain of God, right? This is a sacred portal of discovering your happiness because you want to allow yourself to be content exactly as who you are, who God made you to be. And how do you do that? You have to discover your happiness. You have to discover what makes you happy. What you got to discover the balancing of your brain, right? The balancing of your brain. Okay. So this is about meditating closer in with our Father to have that deep connection because you can be and do all at once. You are a multitasker. Okay. You are a multitasker, I'm hearing. Okay. What else do we need to know, Father, so that we can thank you? Okay. He said, take them after the ones that fly. You see how they fly? You see how he made that fly? Okay. So he's wanting you to do the invoking of self-realization. Okay, so there is making the change with the multidimensional realms, with our Father. It's the sonic vibration of feeling his spirit here on earth, and each breath confirms how awake you already are in the connection to your Father. And when I start losing my voice, it's because he is saying that he wants you guys, look, activate your third eye. Okay, so that you can see that you are that diamond, that you are that beautiful human being, that right here, this is the eye of our Father and his Father. Okay. And he says he wants you to be able to just stare at this for a second because the message, here's that beautiful rainbow that's coming up here, if you guys can see it. But he is wanting you to see that you are willing to see beyond your beliefs, your ideas, and your conclusions, and have a greater understanding that our Father is watching over. He sees everything. He is protecting us, and he wants you to have that third eye opened up here so that you can communicate. So your third eye, look, your third eye and his third eye are touching directly on top of each other like this, and you're being able to communicate. Okay. And then anchoring the light. Okay. Anchoring the light. So this is like the eye, right? This is like the pupil. You're anchoring the eye because God is the eye of everything, right? And the reason why I said this is like the eye, God is always, he is the light and he is always within you. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, he is always there. And he is balancing your heart, mind, and soul in conjunction with him. Okay. And therefore, it's amplifying your abundance as that beautiful star. You're coming through the valley. Here's God's mountain. Okay. Because the abundance is your birthright and you can receive it. You just need to learn how to receive it by invoking your self realization. Okay. Knowing that each breath that you take is connected to our Father. Okay. What else do we need to know about? Thank you. All right. So, what else do we have? Polishing your heart. Polishing your heart. This is the healing mandala, right? This is polishing your heart and feeling that power that helps you heal because God is the power that helps you heal. And his words that he speaks through his messengers, through his prophets, through his disciples are the ones that are coming through and helping you feel his power to be able to help you heal and come into your true self and your true essence of that connection with you and him. Having that self realization that, hey, I'm going to balance things out now. I'm going to bring that duality into my life now and have a greater understanding because it's soothing your patience, right? It's soothing your patience because the thing is it's all in God's timing. It's God's divine plan. So there is nothing to do but wait, right? even if you turn it like this, there's nothing to do but wait. Exactly. So I did exactly like our Father said. He said, turn it to all four sides. It all stays the same, right? But this is finding that balance and having that patience when it comes to God's divine timing, because He wants to make sure that you're healed to the exact point where He wants you to be healed, so that you don't backslide like I did. I take accountability for what I did, and I backslid. And I don't want my brothers and sisters, I don't want my tribe, my soul family to slide backwards. I want us to keep propelling forward, so that when God looks down and He says, there's my children that light the world, there's my children that help heal the world, and you will all be a part of God's victory, and He will reward you greatly. Okay, anything else, Father, that you want to add to the collectives about the healing mantras of what they need to know? Thank you. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Can I get an amen? Amen. Because look at, He wants you to open your mind, okay? Because the thing is He's wanting you to open that third eye. He is wanting you to have that connection, and He's wanting you to allow yourself to see beyond your beliefs and your ideas, because for so long you have been conformed to what society is saying. Okay. Now He's wanting you to open your mind, open your heart, open your ears, and hear what God is having to say. And by doing that, look, you're grounding your energy, and God is helping you. And all the multi dimensions, you see all the little multi dimensions followed around the grounding. Yeah, because this is for you to have that greater understanding. It's safe to be in your body, it's safe to be in your energetic vessel, it is safe to be who you are, and it is safe to be able to put that healing out there, because nobody's here to judge you. We're here to love you unconditionally. Yeah, uncovering the confidence. Need I say more? Thank you, Father. Uncovering your confidence, opening that new window, guided by God, because He has always been the one guiding you, right? Because He was the missing piece that completes your puzzle of your universal spirituality trip. He is the one that completes that missing piece. If you didn't have Him in your life, now that you're opening up to the greater understandings of it, you're opening a new window in your life. And by doing that, you are overcoming that fear. And He's saying, by overcoming that fear, you're going to transcend every loss that you have feeling, every hurt, every pain. Because why? God is helping you rewire, rewire, and find strength in surviving through your traumas, and having that greater understanding that you don't want to lose that spiritual connection with your kindred loved one or your best friend. I'm hearing my best friend. My best friend. I lost my best friend. And some of you, this is a physical best friend, but some of you, this is your parents. Okay? This is somebody that was dear to your heart. But listen, God is saying, He, on a spiritual level, He is trying to strengthen you by surviving through your traumas, doing this healing to strengthen that spiritual connection that we have with the multi dimensions, and to be able to talk to our loved ones and have a greater understanding. Okay, anything else, Father? Anything else? Yeah, I love it. Inviting ecstasy. Okay, listen, when you are inviting the spiritual ecstasy, this is a new beginning for you. This is opening up one of the spiritual boxes, the treasure boxes that God gives you, because He says you are worthy of all pleasures, of your heart's desires, of who you are and your connection with God. And that's very, very, very strong, very, very potent when God's coming in and saying, listen, that is your complete happiness. Him being your complete happiness is going to take you to new levels, new heights. Okay. So that is the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful messages, Father, that you have come in. And I just want to say thank you, Father. I have an attitude of gratitude, and I greatly appreciate everything that you do for us and all the people that you have brought into my soul tribe. He got emotional. He got emotional. He got emotional. And when he gets emotional, I know that it's great happiness. It's great praise to him to see that somebody is actually speaking his words from him to me to you to have that greater understanding. So that is that, and it's 10107 on the thing. Well, how beautiful is that? That is being on the right path and following God's divine guidance. Okay. So just know that some things may take a long time to heal. Some things may take a long time to understand, but it's having that patience to be able to go in and do this healing because it's very important. Okay. So now I'm going to go in and see what all I have here. I only see two people hit the like button. So, um, I know there's more than two people in here, but please, show the love by hitting the like button and let's get the messages out there. So now I'm going to start in here and see. All right. So Shane, I have your email address. I do have a moonstone. I have an extra moonstone um, that I can get to you, and you just have to invoke it to you. Okay. Um, Paula, read it. Okay, sure. All right. So Paula is asking people, please, and I'll leave the video when I end the video. I'll leave it up a little bit so you can get it. Please go in and click that link. If you can't donate, share, help by sharing the message for Paula, please. Okay, because we're all here to help each other. Absolutely, absolutely, Shane. It is, okay? And it's not only the pituitary gland, but it's the pineal gland, okay? And Shane, did you get my email today, Shane? Did you get my email? Info Entertainment 999. Are you still here, sweetheart? You can go ahead and ask your question. Why am I freezing up here? Let's see. All right. I don't know why I'm not getting any other messages on here. I don't know if it's just lagging. Misty, the last one I see is from Shane. Is that what you see? Thank you, Luana. I love you, sister, and God bless you and everyone here. I greatly appreciate you. I greatly appreciate you. Very much so. And we'll be doing that drawing tomorrow for that weekly drawing. We'll be doing that tomorrow. Yes, thank you to all my soul tribe. It's I'm blessed to be able to walk in the existence with Christ, to be able to give the messages and put it out there. And each time it's different, of what he wants to put out there, because he said the master teachers always got something beautiful to teach, always something beautiful to put out there that is going to make a difference. Okay. And that's why we need to keep pushing forward and being able to share this. Um, help each other out when it comes to that. And just know that if you need to have anything answered, or if you have certain questions, or if you just need, a generous, loving heart to be there for you to listen, um, down in the description is my email. You can go ahead and email me. Like I said, I do respond back immediately, because I believe that people shouldn't have to sit and wait for days and weeks on end, because how do you know that there isn't something that could take place, in that time frame? So I'm just saying that be thankful for every moment that we have, and be there and uplift and support and really encourage. So if anybody needs to email me, just know it's down in the description box. Please, you feel free. You're not bothering me. This is my work with God, that we're doing this. Me and him are doing it together, and it's better to reach out and get the answers than ask your questions to see what God says, because God plays a very significant role on everything. Okay. Well, since I can't see any others, I hopefully, anybody that has any questions or anything on there that needs to know anything, or, needs more clarification on something, I'm here. Um, I love you all. I greatly appreciate all of you. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Friday night, and I will see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And we're going to do the giveaway, because, like I said, each week I like to give back and be able to give to people and show them that you are appreciated, and you don't have to do anything but just be yourself, show up, and it's giving back, because God always says the generous heart is the one who displays my most love, because they're constantly being able to give and they don't expect anything back. And when it comes to that, I don't expect you guys to do anything but your own free will to show up, show the love and support, listen to the messages from God that is coming through, so that it can be a healing component to your life, as tonight was all about that healing. And do not fear it. Do not fear it. It's time to face fear head on and say, guess what? We're ready to challenge you. We're ready to challenge you, fear. We're ready to dig in deep, and we're ready to do this, because this is what God wants us to do, is to balance our mind. He wants us to come to that self-realization that he is with us through the journey, and that's why he has brought me as a true testimony of his right hand on me. I died twice and I'm here. I've died twice and I'm here, because God said, I have a mission for you, and you are my greatest warrior to be able to do it. And that's where I want to get everybody else to. I want to get them picked up to where they're supposed to be. That is the main goal, is to make sure that emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, all is up on that top of that mountain. Okay? For the preparation and the foresight that God wants you to have. So sending you all lots of love and light. Please go on there, and all I see, I don't see any link, Paula. All I see is read it, donate anything helps, and share it with others. Thank you. So if she posted a link up there, please check the link out. Please understand that we're here to help each other. If you can't donate, do not feel bad about it. At least share it. Okay, at least share it, because that is helping, whether you want to perceive it as helping or not. By you sharing it, it is helping. So um, I don't see. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I didn't see Sugar Love, or I didn't know if Sugar's Love's in here tonight. Nope. Okay. All right. So I'm sending you all love and light, blessings, lots of healing for those who need it. Anybody who needs, their light to be brightened a little more, like I said, my email's down in the description box. I am here for you, always will be, and I am forever loyal as I walk with God. So I love all of you. Have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I apologize for tonight, but I had to wait for my grandkitties, my grandkitties to be picked up, So, all right. I do apologize for that I was on here a little later, but it will be 7 o'clock tomorrow night back at the normal scheduling time. But I do want to apologize for that. So love you guys. Peace and have a great night.